Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a slightly tired but nonetheless well-to-do episode of Ted's Booze Cellar, the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube, with me, your most gracious host, Ted. It is currently 5:15 on the 21st of March 2021, so I hope I'm finding you all in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, then I hope things get better for you very, very promptly. So we're going to be taking a look at another one of the British beers from Beer 52. This one is by Tooth and Claw. I'm not sure if I've ever reviewed from before, or if I've ever reviewed one of their beers before. I'm not sure, because they've got some interesting artwork for their cans, and they look like an interesting little craft brewery. So yeah, today I'm going to be reviewing One Eye, which is an IPA, or an Indian Pale Ale. It's 7.0%, so it's got a bit of a whack to it. It says on the back here, brewed using a combination of Nelson Sauvin and Vic Secret hops. This juicy IPA is loaded with aromas and flavours of gooseberry, pineapple and passion fruit. And that's interesting, because like most IPAs I feel like have a bit of a mango-y flavour, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but a lot of them do fall back on that quite heavily, I'd say. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily, but it'd be interesting to see what this is like, because it's been a while since I've had a more gooseberry-ish IPA, so no, I'm interested to see what this is like. Yeah, interesting art design, quite like it, weird kind of sort of like alternative art, but yeah, no, I'll give the design of the can a good 7 out of 10. Good, nice artwork, interesting colours, very expressive, so yeah, nicely done. But we'll give ourselves a quick snifter of this to see what our impressions are like to begin with. Just clipped my nails recently, so oh dear lord. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Well, yeah, that's definitely a bit of a lively old beer, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Right, well, I've just got to wipe this up. So, you guys will just bear with me one moment. Oh god. Oh dear. That is really lively. Good lord. Yeah, okay, well, at least we know it's hoppy. Oh boy. Bloody hell. Doesn't really smell that much. Hang on. Yeah, it kind of smells a bit papaya-y, actually. I kind of do see what they meant by that, actually. That papaya-y, kind of a bit coconutty, actually. Yeah, that is interesting. I quite like that. It's definitely not the same as like some other IPAs that are like I said, a bit more mango-y. But yeah, no, I'm interested to see what this is like. So if you guys will just bear with me while I wipe up this dastardly mess, I will be with you momentarily. But yeah, no, actually no, let's just see what it tastes like to begin with. But we'll have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water. By the way, the smell is like a 6 out of 10, because it smells nice, it just doesn't smell particularly noteworthy. But anyway, quick palate cleanser of water. And then on to seeing how this sucker tastes. So, bottoms up. Surprisingly clear. Not very bitter for an IPA, weirdly. It has kind of like the hazy, sort of slightly icy texture of like an IPA, but it's more of like a flavour that's like a cross between a juicy pale ale and a lager, which is weird. That's not what I was expecting at all, but it works. It actually does work. The main body of the flavour there is definitely quite a bit of that pineapple-iness. There's a bit of a passion fruity undertone. I'm not getting so much of the gooseberry, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because this does still taste nice. Oh, texture smooth, a little bit muddled towards the beginning, but it doesn't ruin the flavour, and in fact it actually helps with sort of like fizzling up the taste buds to begin with and waking them up a bit, and then allowing them to sort of really smoothen out and enjoy the rest of the flavour. Finish is interesting in that it's quite wet, and it's not too bitter actually. In fact, it's barely bitter at all, so I'm not sure what to call this if it is an IPA, but no, I quite like this. It's interesting, and it's not entirely what I expected, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, no, this is a really good effort. I quite like this. So, Yeah, 8 out of 10. Would recommend again. Yeah, I'd say this is probably a good one to start on for IPA drinkers, although it's probably not representative of all IPAs, because most IPAs are a bit more bitter and mango-y than this, but no, this is pretty good. I quite like this, so yeah, would recommend. So if you guys did like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to my social medias and everything else in the video description below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.